Disturbing new video appears to support some of the accusations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
Free Sean Diddy Combs tonight, with his legal team citing new evidence in an updated bail proposal.
The world of hip-hop hides shadows darker than anyone imagined. Ice Cube has dropped a bombshell exposing a chilling triangle between Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and Diddy. Behind the fame and fortune lies a web of secrets so sinister it could shake the industry to its core. Are you ready to uncover the truth? Ice Cube reveals a sinister truth. Diddy has always been known for his extravagant birthday celebrations, but nothing could come close to the party he threw at a Beverly Hills mansion to celebrate turning 50, with personal voice invites to Naomi Campbell along with the likes of Beyoncé, Jay-Z, Kanye West, and his wife Kim Kardashian West. It seemed the entire celebrity world was in attendance. Pharrell, Kelly Rowland, Tracy Ellis Ross, Cardi B, her husband Offset, Lizzo, Janelle Monáe, Nelly, Snoop Dogg, Queen Latifah, Post Malone, Regina King, and Janelle Monáe were also spotted. The party was unsurprisingly sponsored by Ciroc, a company whose liquor has become synonymous with Diddy himself. Later in the evening, Usher and Lil' Kim, along with Diddy's kids, took the stage to raise a glass to the host. Mary J. Blige also took the stage to perform her hits. Guests were invited to the black tie event via audio message featuring the vocals of supermodel Naomi Campbell. "There ain't no party like a Diddy party," she said in the audio. Campbell went on to lay 3 ground rules: dance or don't come, black tie means black tie, and Project Good Vibrations. Later that night, an ornately decorated cake spelled out love, highlighting the overarching theme of the night. At around 11 p.m., the dancing began with a surprise performance from Mary J. Blige and Swizz Beatz as the designated MC. Along with other celebrities, Ice Cube is rumored to have been seen at Diddy's infamous parties. With the spotlight on Diddy's past, not only are his actions being questioned, but also the involvement of high-profile figures who were in his circle. Ice Cube spoke about Diddy's ongoing legal crisis, which includes an onslaught of misconduct cases. During a recent interview with Yankees minority owner Patrick Bet-David on the PBD podcast, Ice Cube opened up about his past work with the Bad Boy Entertainment founder and shared his thoughts on the recent barrage of misconduct allegations against him. Ice Cube initially recalled his brief professional interactions with Diddy, recalling his time working with him on the East Coast early on in his career. He produced a few records, or had his producers do a few records on my War and Peace album, he said. We flew out to New York and I was mainly in the studio with his stable of producers. While he noted that their collaboration was great and said his experience with Diddy was nothing but positive, he did make it clear that he'd never been to any of the alleged freak-off parties and claimed he hadn't been in contact with him since at least the mid-90s. He added, "I really lost contact with him and really stopped dealing with Puffy around 94. Ice Cube didn't hold back when Bet-David asked about his personal opinion on the recent allegations and if he was surprised by the legal troubles Diddy is facing. "How could you be surprised with anything that happens in hip-hop?" he said. "Hip-hop is the Wild West, so you're going to have the good, you're going to have the bad, you're going to have the ugly." Despite the tumultuous nature of the industry, Ice Cube expressed his belief that there's more at play than meets the eye. The conversation quickly turned into an open revelation, with Cube providing some eye-opening insights into why he believes Diddy is being targeted by individuals who may be more powerful than him. "I believe he's being targeted," Ice Cube asserted, delving into a theory that has been whispered about in the music industry. "I believe somebody has the power to pull the trigger to make this stuff just domino effect happen," he added. Ice Cube is making it clear he has no affiliation with Diddy after the disgraced mogul's arrest. The rapper was performing for a crowd in Las Vegas Sunday, where he denied ever attending a party hosted by Combs. Almost 40 years, literally rocking the mic, began the 55-year-old icon with his hype man WC. "And I'ma tell you right now, me and WC ain't never been to a Diddy party. You ain't gotta worry about us on them." Social media users applauded Ice Cube in the comments section of the video, with one fan writing, "West Coast doesn't get down like that." Another said, "My guy, he ain't even have to say we been knew he wasn't there." Ice Cube's comment follows the confiscation of surveillance footage from multiple Diddy properties following the grand jury's indictment of him on charges of inappropriate behavior and racketeering. The seized surveillance footage could reveal other high-profile celebrities who have been involved in similar activities to those Combs is accused of. After telling the audience he's never attended Combs parties, Ice Cube delivered a message to those who have, which led to the performance of his classic song, "Check Yourself." "Anybody in here that have, I got one thing to say to your ass," said Cube. If you've ever been to one of those parties, boy or girl, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Ice Cube's recent warning has left many intrigued, sparking questions about what truly happens behind the scenes at Diddy's infamous parties. The mystery deepens as people wonder which celebrities were granted the exclusive status of guests of honor and what secrets these events might hold. With whispers of controversy and high-profile names being linked to these gatherings, the curiosity surrounding Diddy's parties continues to grow, leaving everyone eager for answers. Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and Diddy triangle. Diddy and Jay-Z's friendship traces back to the 1990s when both artists made their mark in the music industry. From their humble beginnings in New York City to their rise to global superstardom, the duo has shared triumphs, setbacks, and everything in between. Despite the competitive nature of hip-hop, Diddy and Jay found common ground in their shared ambition and passion for music. In 1997, Jay-Z and Diddy first collaborated on a track that appeared on No Way Out, Diddy's debut studio album. The following year, Jay-Z contributed a verse to Diddy's sophomore project, solidifying their working relationship. At this point in their careers, both rappers were rising stars, but they were also no strangers to controversy. Jay has regularly participated in charity events and performed on stage with Combs, and there's no shortage of photographs that show the two men sharing space over the last 30 years. By 1999, both men were entangled in serious legal battles that could have landed them in jail for significant periods of time. Jay-Z was facing charges for allegedly stabbing record executive Lance Rivera during an altercation at the nightclub, while Diddy was implicated in a high-profile shooting incident at a Times Square club. The incident led to chaos, with Diddy reportedly fleeing the scene with then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez. Despite the severity of the charges, both Jay-Z and Diddy managed to avoid jail time. They remained friends into the new millennium, and their bond seemed unfazed by their previous legal troubles. They were often spotted out together, and they regularly voiced support for each other in public. However, an incident that occurred in 2007 has resurfaced amid misconduct allegations against Diddy. In a video from a performance at Screamfest 07, Diddy appears to touch Jay's butt, but the exchange is hard to make out. That did not stop 50 Cent from using the clip to drag Jay into Diddy's drama. 50 took to Instagram in November 2023 to troll the pair, suggesting that Diddy intentionally slapped Jay-Z's butt. The video has also been shared on YouTube and TikTok, and people can't stop talking about the moment. One person commented, "This aged well." Another wrote, "Besides the slapping, a situation that's going on. This definitely was the good times in hip-hop. Most definitely miss." In 2022, Diddy and Jay stood by DJ Khaled as he was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and were spotted chatting during the ceremony. However, he has stayed quiet amid allegations that Diddy was involved in a litany of salacious acts, leaving fans to wonder about the state of their friendship. Meanwhile, 50 Cent has continued trolling the pair. He took to Instagram on March 27th to suggest that Jay was missing because he had not spoken out about Diddy's legal trouble. Recently, My Mixtapes shared a throwback photo on X, formerly Twitter, of one of Diddy's parties from more than 2 decades ago. The snap shows a younger Combs lying in bed while donning a red long-sleeve polo shirt and white pants. The post quickly went viral and has now been viewed almost 14 million times. The post also generated over 114,000 likes, 11K reposts, and more than 2.7K comments. Many social media users reacted to the photo, with one commenting, "Diddy has had a life of privilege and he's hurt too many people because of it. Lock him up." Another added, "It looks like Diddy and Jeffrey Epstein had essentially the same business model, or am I missing something?" One user pointed out in the comments that Beyoncé's husband Jay-Z was also present that night, to which a different person responded and shared a wider shot of the viral image showing Diddy posing for the camera with at least 21 other people, including Jay-Z, in a big white bed in his backyard. According to reports, the gathering was for Diddy's 4th of July party on July 2nd, 2000 in East Hampton, New York. Jay-Z's long-standing friendship with Diddy is now a hot topic of debate following Diddy's recent arrest. Once seen as two of hip-hop's most powerful moguls, their relationship has come under scrutiny as Diddy faces serious legal troubles. Now let us uncover some of the dark and hidden secrets of Diddy's parties, secrets that have remained concealed until now. What happened inside Diddy parties? Rapper and music mogul, Diddy was a pillar of the music scene throughout the 2000s. He worked with some of the era's biggest artists, including Usher, Mary J. Blige, and J-Lo, and his white parties were known across the A-list as the event of the year, held each year between 1998 and 2009, initially in the Hamptons before moving to other exclusive locales. Diddy's white parties attracted a glittering, fame-hungry crowd. Diddy is currently in jail in New York, facing serious federal charges related to misconduct and racketeering. He is also dealing with several civil lawsuits accusing him of various types of misconduct. Defined by its strict dress code, Diddy's white party demanded guests dress in all white with party decor also fitting the white theme. Diddy would later tell Oprah Winfrey in 2006 that this was to strip away everyone's image and put us all in the same color and on the same level. Famed for the mixed guest list of old money New Yorkers with Hamptons homes and members of Diddy's music circles, Diddy once described the parties as breaking down racial barriers, breaking down generation barriers. The first party took place over the Labor Day weekend in September 1998, but further iterations had events on the 4th of July and other dates over the preceding years. Per the original tradition, Diddy's white party took place at the mogul's East Hamptons home, with later iterations taking place in Beverly Hills and Saint-Tropez in France. Diddy reportedly invited 200 people to a BBQ at his New Hamptons home, with an eclectic mix of people in R&B and hip-hop, actors and socialites. I had the craziest mix of guests. Some of my boys from Harlem, Leonardo DiCaprio after he just finished Titanic. I had socialites there and relatives from down south. There were 200 people sitting out here just having a down-home cookout, Diddy said of the first white party. The last white party was held on the 4th of July 2009. It was co-hosted by Ashton Kutcher and double billed as an event to raise awareness for the charity Malaria No More. It was held in Beverly Hills and was attended by Kutcher and his then wife Demi Moore, plus Khloe Kardashian, Nicole Scherzinger, and more. Since the rapper's legal troubles began, there's been speculation about what really goes on at his parties, with talk of sex rooms, rampant drug use, and all-night orgies. The freak-offs mentioned in the 14-page indictment, in which Diddy's victims were allegedly drugged and forced to participate in extended sex performances that could last days at a time with sex workers, appear to have taken place separately at hotels. According to the indictment against Diddy, they were horror shows, elaborate and produced sex performances that involved copious use and coerced sex, leaving participants so exhausted and drained that they were given fluids intravenously to recover. Then the government said Diddy weaponized the videos he had shot to keep any participants from complaining. Emily A. Johnson, one of the prosecutors, said at a hearing, "Freak-off activity is the core of this case, and freak-offs are inherently dangerous." Lawyers for Mr. Diddy, who has pleaded not guilty to the inappropriate behavior and racketeering conspiracy charges he faces, have presented an entirely different view of the freak-offs in court. Maitland Ward, the actress from Boy Meets World, who later became a star, claims that Diddy's rumored freak-off parties are far more intense than parties. According to her, it was normal to need plenty of water to stay hydrated, especially for male performers, but performers aren't supposed to be using drugs on set, and that degree of dehydration alleged among the people involved in Diddy's parties may have been a bigger problem. She described feeling pretty exhausted after an orgy she participated in, but it was stretched out over an epic 12 hours and didn't finish until the early morning hours. However, she noted that the filming session also had breaks throughout, and performers filmed other things during that period in addition to the orgy. Ward emphasized that graphic performers are professionals who have to prepare for extensive scenes, so neophytes typically aren't being thrown into extreme situations. As an example, Ward said a crew member on set brings around lubrication that is actually healthy for your genitals, she said, taking a shot at Diddy's alleged use of baby oil, after authorities alleged in the indictment that more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil were recovered in raids on Diddy's mansions in Miami and Los Angeles. She added that the same crew member is also focused on ensuring that cast members are hydrated throughout their extended scenes, so they pass out water bottles as needed to performers during the orgy she performed in. The lawsuit alleges that Combs regularly hosted inappropriate parties which included the use of illegal drugs. It has been reported separately that the singer's alleged mule was arrested on drug charges at Miami airport, while the rapper's LA and Miami mansions were raided by the police. Jones also claimed the rapper was regularly partying with sex workers and underage girls. He claimed Diddy would make attendees of his parties sign non-disclosure agreements. Jones accused the musician of threatening and forcing minors into inappropriate acts. Jones also claimed he was forced to hire prostitutes for Diddy in Miami, where sex work is illegal. Then comes a celebrity photographer who frequently attended Diddy parties and describes what happens in his parties. Selma Fonseca attended at least 20 to 30 parties hosted by Diddy and has opened up about what she witnessed. Fonseca met Diddy at his birthday party in 1998, and a year later he invited her to his all-white party in the Hamptons. During that time, she was the one who broke the news about Jennifer Lopez and Diddy dating, according to Fox News. In a recent interview, she opened up about what she witnessed firsthand, including a warning to children who were in attendance and a nerve-wracking moment she never saw coming. I mean, all his parties were incredible. The best food, the best music, drinks, entertainers, people with fire, Fonseca said of Diddy's parties. She described the atmosphere as a mini circus, mentioning that LeBron James once remarked, "There's no party like a Diddy party." She noted that the events featured plenty of champagne and all kinds of indulgences where guests could have anything they desired. Fonseca admitted she never went inside Diddy's parties as she was never invited and therefore wasn't entirely certain what took place behind closed doors. She remarked that from what she observed, the performers were always very simple and very sexy, and the parties featured geishas and women in skimpy outfits dancing on pedestals, which she believed were meant to entertain the guests. She also noted that she had seen individuals at these events. While she couldn't confirm if so-called freak-offs occurred, Fonseca speculated that wherever wealthy and famous individuals gather, it's not uncommon for sex workers to be present. She alleged that such workers are often discreet and blend into the scene. Most of the time, Diddy's parties would start off innocently, with children of various celebrities often in attendance. But when the parents were told to put their children down, things were going to get crazy. As more evidence comes forward against Sean Diddy, the accusations are becoming hard to ignore, with witnesses stepping up and recording surfacing shocking details about what allegedly happened at his private parties are now out in the open. This evidence could be a turning point for Diddy's future, as the claims continue to damage his public image and spark intense legal battles. Along with Diddy, the spotlight now shifts to those who allegedly aided in his troubling activities. What do you think about Ice Cube's revelations and the shocking triangle involving Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and Diddy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to click on the cards on your screen for more intriguing stories. Thanks for watching and see you next time.